on my one arm to hit that wave.
Wait, do the shoulder, bro. Do the shoulder. Welcome back to our channel, guys. We are Zin
Chronicles.
If you peeped the background, yes, we are in El Sala.
Yes, fancy with it. El Sala.
Which is staying hydrated.
The living room.
Oh yeah,
for people that don't know.
Yeah, it's the living room. We staying hydrated, y'all.
You gotta stay hydrated. H2O.
Y'all know I'm all the way extra with it.
Of course she has to be extra.
Now I felt extra this morning, so.
One of us gotta be extra because, again, I am looking rough. But it's alright because next week I get my cast off and y'all gonna see me back like I never left.
You popping out. All the way, all the way. Alright, today we're gonna be doing something. It's kind of like, we don't call it pillow talk, but
until we come up with a better name.
Yeah.
Or until we have an idea in mind, but we having obviously a setback. So ideas are gonna come into play and y'all gonna be seeing. But it's a segment, it's called Pillow Talk, where we're
in a room setting and we're just chilling, vibing. We're gonna just talk, like. So yeah, we're gonna basically be doing pillow talk, where it's like we're just gonna talk about things and we're gonna give our opinion on things, not necessarily meaning
facts
that like
right.
We're just gonna tell you guys, like,
tell you how we feel about certain situations, whether it be relationships or like
how
just
we feel.
The way society is, like anything that's happening now, like
in our own opinion and how we take it and how we deal with it and shit like that.
Right.
So earlier today I was low-key in my bag, you know, listening to PNB Rock, Scrubs and whatnot. And you know, I was just in my bag all the way, and so I kind of came up with this little segment or question.
Okay.
So, and you guys, if you know, have any type of input that you would like to share, or so the question is.
Okay. I'm nervous. Let me drink.
Stay hydrated, cause it's gonna be juicy. So, what would you look for in a relationship? Like, what would be the things you look for pertaining to a relationship?
Okay, so.
Or your take of a perfect relationship. Like, your dream relationship, what would it consist of?
Okay, so I don't want to say that I have a dream relationship. As you guys know, I'm already in a relationship. I am engaged. So I really wouldn't say it's a dream relationship. It's just
things you can change and things you would add, basically.
To my current relationship now, or like just like I'm making up
like if you were, as you were growing up, you know, all girls, we fantasize of, you know, having the perfect, you know, dream of a wedding and a relationship and stuff like that.
Right.
So your little 9-year-old self, not saying that she will see your relationship, because God knows that relationship would have been the farthest thing from her mind.
Right.
But like, what would she say her perfect relationship is?
I guess, and this is obviously, I'm gonna be real with it, I guess me growing up, I've seen like my cousins and stuff with their boyfriend and girlfriend, and their boyfriends and girlfriends would like come and they'll be like, you know, holding hands and just laughing with each other. Gloria, she was one of my.
GB, shouts out to you. I love you.
So I was always with her, and when she got with her boyfriend, it was like, I don't know, like when I used to spend the night, he used to come over. It was like they would just crack jokes, and they would vibe so well. Like it was such a good vibe. Like you would just be like, damn, like I want that when I get older. Like I want a relationship where my boyfriend spends the night and I wake up and I see him. But you know, everything doesn't play out the way that you want it to play out.
Yeah.
But I guess I would say my dream relationship.
Life is always gonna throw you curveballs, and you gotta make do with what curves
exactly
you were meant to have. But being that I was in my bag, so I basically wrote in my notes. If anyone knows me, knows I'm always in my phone, and I'm like, my phone is my life because I like to write and I like to. I'm a very. Those that know me know, like, I'm kind of, what would you say, like artsy? Like, I'm a very deep thinker and like.
She's an overthinker. She's a deep overthinker, if that makes sense.
Basically, I would say I would want a goofy, adventurous, loving, loyal relationship.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, if you use an adjective, like, I didn't use adjectives.
Yeah, but that's how I would want mine. It's like, where I can laugh and like, where me and my boyfriend, we can laugh about the dumbest things, or like
Right.
laugh at each other because we're that, you know, close, and we can laugh till like our stomach hurts, and
Right.
you know, we can build
Yeah.
with each other, be goofy with each other, we can vibe to the same music as each other.
Why be in a relationship where
You can't
gonna-
learn from each other. Like,
right?
I feel like life is all about learning. Like, if you're not learning every step of the way, whether it's something you didn't know yesterday or something that you learned in the past but you didn't really understood until you get to that level in your life where it's like,
Right.
damn, like, I went through that, I've understood that, and I've coped with that, and now I
Right.
understand that.
But not a lot of people think like that. You know that? I'm that type of person. Like, I don't see things as a. I don't overthink. All right. If I have my mindset on doing something, I do it. I don't think about the consequences. I don't think about none of that. I just
we
do
live
it.
in the moment. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I don't like to. My fiance is the type of person that he's an overthinker. He'll be like, okay,
Damn,
well.
what that says about us as a family, like, that's we're a family of overthinkers.
But yeah, he's an overthinker. So like, if I'll be like, I think we should get our own place or whatever, he'll name all the reasons on why we shouldn't get our own place. What we're not ready. But that's not me. Like, I'll do it and then suffer the consequences later because I don't know if it's
I
gonna
feel
work
like
out
that's
for me or
not
not.
living though. Like, I hate the way he thinks. For me, it's like, there's
I
no
need to
say
learn-
in tomorrow. So why are you gonna just put it off, and when tomorrow comes, you're gonna be like, I can do that tomorrow.
Right.
And then eventually tomorrow will never come because
Right.
you still keep telling yourself tomorrow.
And also tomorrow's not promised
It's
to anybody.
not guaranteed, exactly.
So it's like,
And I say, like, the reason why I say, like, we can test each other's fears, and like, I want us to experience new things
together, right?
Like, even if I have already experienced that, I would want, and I know you haven't experienced that, I want to open your eyes to where it's like, you know,
Right.
I can teach you something.
Right, I get it, cause it's like, see, I've been out the country before, but your brother hasn't been out the country, so it's like I encourage him to be like, let's go on a vacation, like, you know, I'm going to Dominican Republic for my birthday, like, let's go to Jamaica, like, let's do that. But obviously, the type of person that he is, and I'm not saying this like in a malicious way, because a lot of people, they're cautious of what they do, and I'm not gonna sit there and try to change somebody from how you feel. At the end of the day, if you feel like that, then you feel like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I wouldn't want nobody to be like, well, why you travel so much? You know, don't do that. Like,
Right.
be cautious. Like, no, because at the end of the day, I only have one life to live.
Exactly.
I'm not going to sit there and be like, ooh,
Right.
no
All
prissy
scared.
little bitch.
Mama ain't raised no bitch.
Right? She definitely did it.
But another thing, which that kind of leads us into where we're encouraging and motivating each other. I want, and this is not even like, although I'm saying I'm taking it, although like we're taking it in the route as like, you know, a actual relationship. This doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, a relationship. This can be a companionship. Like,
Right.
you know what
It's
I mean?
true. Like, just with anybody in my life, like,
Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be with your boyfriend or
like
your
we
girlfriend.
encourage each other to do different things, be better, do better. And we're not in a relationship. Well, we
Right.
are in a relationship, but it's not a intimate relationship. Where,
Exactly, that's the word I was looking for. It's like, I feel like it's important to encourage each other and to motivate each other. Because let's say if I want to be a lazy bum today, and like, you can't expect to bring 10% to the table when he's bringing 90%.
right.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
and it's vice versa too. Don't get it twisted, because
Right.
these niggas is the same.
it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta encourage, like, I'm not gonna sit there and allow you to not get out and get your bag. Like, I want to see you, I want to see you be like, yo, babe, I'm grinding this week. I can't, like, even if I can't make a date this week, at least I'm getting money. Like, I'm bringing
something to the table.
Like,
right.
I'm bringing food home. Like, I'm making sure you got the light bills is paid. Like,
right.
You know,
you're prioritizing, because at the end of the day, it's not all about, oh, new iPhone X, Gucci sweater, I'm Gucci down. Like, it's not about that. You have to. You know what it is?
I think nowadays everybody is materialistic, like
getting it on the note, right?
And it's like we was reading each other's mind, like, but
as always,
it's like, it's sad, but in a way, like, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. Like, I sometimes think that way. It's like, damn, like, do I really need this when I could buy this? When in all reality, I don't need that. I need this.
Right.
Like,
you try to, like,
but I want that. You
right.
know what I mean?
It's that I get it, because I do it too. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody does it, because we're all. And it's like, but why buy it later when you can buy it now?
And you don't need to, you know, stretch it out.
Yes.
And like,
I know what you mean. But it's also, I don't know.
I want my boyfriend to be able to tell me I'm not in a relationship, but futures, hints, people, like, if I'm like being lazy, tell me, like, yo, like, you need to step your shit up, like, you need to get it together, like,
right. I think
I want him to be able to tell me, like, yo, babe, like, you're slacking,
right, without even. But you know what it is nowadays, in this generation, you're not gonna find a nigga like that, for the simple fact that everybody's so focused on wanting somebody else's relationship instead of wanting their own relationship. And I know this because it's happened to me. Like, people will be like, oh, like, you and your boyfriend, y'all giving me hope. Like, oh, like, you're engaged now? Oh my God, I want that. Like, I want a relationship like
people
yours.
Don't understand, though. Like, we allow people to see.
Yeah, right. I let you see what I want you to see.
Exactly. Not everything is cookie cutter. Like,
not everything that glitters is gold. You can't sit there and be like, oh, I want a relationship like Zyra, because look at her and her boyfriend. They've been together for 7 years and they engaged.
Little did you know,
it's hard
this
to be in a relationship.
This motherfucker is an asshole, and you extra sometimes. So it's like,
we're too similar, yet we're so different that we clash badly.
Everybody was brought up differently, but you guys have the same type of traits. If that makes sense. Like, the same type of qualities, I should say. Yeah.
That's why it's hard. It's hard to be in a relationship in general, but being in a relationship with somebody that's similar to you, it's even harder.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's like, because if you're in a relationship with a nigga, you stubborn and he's stubborn, where y'all gonna meet at? Because you're stubborn and he's stubborn. So where is gonna be the meeting point? At some point, one of y'all, I'm not saying this is you, but I'm
I get it.
At some point, one of y'all would have to be the bigger person. And I think the hardest thing about being in a relationship,
people's pride too.
The hardest part about being in a relationship is caring about somebody else's feelings the way you care about your feelings.
Yeah.
I think it is. Some people say consistency. I don't feel like it's consistency for me.
It's communication too. And so the next thing I would want in my relationship is loving each other full-heartedly. You know what I mean? I feel like nowadays people they get into temporary relationships, and it makes no sense. Why be in a relationship when you know you can't see a future with that person, but because she looked good on your arm, or because he got, got money, like, you want to be in that relationship, when in reality that's not who you want, that's not what you want. So it's like, why are you gonna keep a front for another person? Like, it makes no sense. Like, I get it.
I get what you mean, because it's like, it goes back to they want other people's relationship. Yeah,
and that also leads into resenting that person, because it's like, you know what you want and what you need in your life, but it's like, you just want to, it's like comfortability. It's like, they're going to stay with that person because they know that they'll be safe. Like, let's go into the whole money topic. Where it's like, they'll stay with that person because they're stable. They know that that person will be forever, like, they'll provide for that person. Like, shit like that. But in all reality, why you depend? Like, I don't understand why these girls depend on another person. Like,
I would be damned.
Be your own person.
I can't. My mother raised me to be independent. Don't depend on a man to do nothing for you. Because at the end of the day, at this day and age, you don't need a man to do nothing for you.
We don't. Everything a man does, I'm not saying that you don't need a man. Because
But we're not saying that you do need a man though either.
Yeah.
Right. I know what you mean.
I'm saying it's like everything a man can do, a woman can do.
Right.
Nowadays, there's females having babies without a man.
Right.
Simple. Like, you want a baby, go out and get your baby.
But it's also because
you want money, go out and get your money.
Right.
Chase that bag until you make your money.
I can never sit there and allow a man to tell me, oh, you wouldn't have that if I didn't buy it. I would slap dog shit out there. You got me fucked up.
So it's being loving each other full-heartedly and also not second-guessing each other. So it's like, I love this person enough to not even look at the next person.
Right.
Like,
but
I know
has a lot
who
to
I
do with
have
their
and what I
friends
have
as well. Because sometimes you have a group of friends that are not for you. It depends on your group of friends.
Yeah, but if
your
your
friends
friends is
cloud
also
your judgment.
If your friends, I'm gonna say this right now, if your friends is being like that towards you, then they're not truly your friends. Because if they know that that relationship that you're in is a relationship that you want, they should want that for you.
But sometimes people, you know what it is? People, they don't know how to be friends nowadays.
Yo.
Because I could look at Dash and I don't have to sit there and be like, damn, like, look at her with her boyfriend. I'm gonna try to go fuck that up. But why would I do that? If she's my friend, I would want her to be happy.
Yeah. I feel like misery loves company. It's crazy. All right, next topic, because we forever taking long. Communication is key, no matter how small or how big, how embarrassing or how intriguing.
Yeah, I think communication does play a big
like,
role.
I don't even care if you about to tell me, like, yo, I just seen some girl done, shitted on herself at work today, and that shit was mad funny. And then we could sit there and laugh about it, like, ew, that bitch got dookie diapers. Like,
right.
Like, communication.
Yeah. I feel you on that. Because it's like, where would you be without communication?
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like nowadays so many people get into relationships and they're scared to even talk to their own partner. Why are you in that relationship if you feel like you can't talk to your partner?
Right. And not talking to their partner, they're telling everybody else their business. Like, growing up, I'm petty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we have our little petty moments.
So it's like, of course you're gonna be like, oh, niggas ain't shit one day.
Throw subs and shit.
But
anyways.
A relationship, you have to want it. You have to really, really want it. You have to work for it. Just like you have to work for your Gucci sneakers, you gotta work for your relationship.
You already know.
It's not all peaches and cream and shit like that.
We are each other's best friends.
Outside of that.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If you can be your significant other's best friend, I feel like that bond is unbreakable.
It's true. But you want to know something? And I've been thinking about this a lot lately, too. And I was explaining to my sister the other day. Because I noticed that we're like that, too.
What?
So, basically, like, we see somebody's relationship. Not that we want that relationship or we envy that relationship. So, like, for example, let's say me and my boyfriend and you and your boyfriend, right?
Mm-hmm. So,
I'm with my boyfriend. And when we argue, things get really, really, really heated. Mm-hmm. Like, badly heated, right? So, but you have somebody on the outside that's looking at your relationship because y'all have communication and stuff like that. So, It's easier for y'all to get over things. So, they'll be like, oh, but that's how a relationship is supposed to be. They're so focused on what a relationship is supposed to be. They don't understand that this is how we work. That doesn't mean that's how they work.
Exactly. Yo.
It's really true. Like, you can't expect... Some people be like, oh, they can't love each other. They're always arguing. But that's how they work things out.
Where we can dress up and go on dates or stay home and watch movies and just talk.
I'm with you on that.
I feel like... It don't matter if you're gonna take me on a date. It's the thought about the date that you're trying to put in effort to do something nice for me. I don't give a fuck if you want to take me to McDonald's. Like, if you want to go half and half on a smoothie type, I don't care. Like, if you don't got, like, I'm gonna know your situation. If we got that communication on deck, you don't have to worry about trying to impress me. We already in a relationship. Don't get me wrong. I feel like every guy should chase their girl even if they already have their girl. Because it's like you're showing her, like, no matter how long y'all been together, you will always want her.
Right.
And it's like, I feel like in every relationship, you should learn something new about that person as y'all grow with each other. Like, I feel like not every girl, like, you know how people say, like, a past relationship of mine, he told me, he was like, I want to know everything about you.
Right.
I don't think a female should tell, or even a man should tell each other, you know, everything about each other.
Right.
Because once you know everything about each other, what's left?
What's their love?
Yeah.
But going back to the dinners and dates and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like now it's a bigger, like, it's a higher expectation. Like, a girl 12 years old will be like, my boyfriend better not take me to Red Lobster, or my boyfriend better not take me to my boyfriend better not buy me a sandwich from the corner store. And these are not things that I'm just saying, like, you should be appreciative no matter what. At 12 years old, what the hell is your boyfriend gonna buy you? He don't got a job.
I feel like there's a thin line with being, like, grateful and grace. So it's like, I just feel like
it's the littlest things that matter. That's what it is.
I feel like, yes, I could kind of understand why they say, oh, they better not take me to Red Lobster or to Applebee's and get that 2 for $20. He trying to be cheap. Because I feel like I feel like mothers nowadays are trying to install, you know, to have their daughters view themselves at a high level, which is good. Have confidence and view yourself on a pedestal. You know what I mean?
Because we're all
know your own worth, but at the same time, don't act like you gonna get.
Don't act like your shit don't stink. That's basically what she's trying to say.
Basically, like, don't act like
it's like me.
Your fart smells like roses and whatnot.
I met your brother when I was 12. That's like me going, oh, he better not take me to the pizzeria. He didn't have a job. And when you want a relationship at that type of age, you gotta be able to grow with the person. Meaning, when he gets a job, when he's able to have a steady job, then y'all can go.
And I hate when you like
all that expensive shit.
Like, if you're not grown with this person and motivating and encouraging your partner to go get that bag, don't expect him to just be popping out of nowhere with some Ugg boots, like,
right, or MCM and shit like that.
No.
Like,
yeah, and going back to the whole dates thing, I'll be fine with just a drive. Like, let's go in a car and just drive with nowhere to be, like, to know, not a specific place. Like, let's just drive and fuck it, let's get lost and find our way back.
But as long as we have each other's company, then
as long as we're in each other's presence, that's all that we really need. Like everybody's chasing artificial love.
That's a good way to put it.
Like, everybody thinks, oh, love is this way, when in all reality everybody was taught love a different way. Right. So in turn we will receive it in different ways. Right. So it's like, why are you trying to see? All right, our grandparents, like me, I always said I love my grandparents' relationship because I've seen them argue, I've seen them laugh with each other, I've seen
You've seen the real deal. Like,
yeah, right. I feel like that love does not exist anymore.
Because it doesn't. Because look at how, you know, if they're older, like,
they were brought up in a different type of society.
Really different. It's like my grandmother. She was born in 1936. She's really old fashioned, like to the point where it's like, but why you don't want to cook for your husband, or why you don't want to do this? And it's not that I don't want to cook for him. It's not that. It's that I try to install it in her that we live in a different era.
All right, we got off track.
Yeah.
But another thing, so for guys out there, if you get a type of shorty like me, take me on a drive. Let's see we could talk about where we can scream and cry and be mad at each other, but never go to sleep angry at each other. So it's where we can get so angry to the point that we're expressing each other's, like, pain and hurt, and still not go to sleep. Like, I don't like to argue, but if you get me to the point where I'm screaming and I'm crying,
right,
you done hurt me. Like, right. So it's like, if we get to that point, do not, by all means necessary, do not let me go to sleep angry at you, because I will hold you over. Like, I'll think in my head, like, damn, this nigga really don't care about me. Like, he done seen me cry, he done seen me scream. He heard what I said, right. But is he really listening? Exactly.
I feel like, to me, for me though, this is just my opinion, I don't feel like that's realistic now, to be honest. Because I'm gonna be honest, I've been in a long relationship. We're not gonna sit here in front like I went to sleep or happy every time I argued. Because for me, it's like, but then it goes back to being with somebody that's the same like you. It has to be a meeting point.
It's people's pride. You know what it is? It's like, all right, my mom, she told me something one day, and it kind of like always stuck in my head. We never gonna find that perfect person, but you gotta find that person that you're gonna be able to deal with the flaws that he got.
Right.
And true. If you're able to plant your little seed in him and try to help him better himself, and also helping him in a process that he's learning more about himself and changing his little flaws, right. It's gonna benefit you, because in the end, you're making him happy, you're making him grow, and you're also, you know, getting what you want in a way.
Right.
But not saying you should change your nigga, because I feel like if you get into a relationship trying to change that person, you shouldn't be in that relationship. Because I feel like if you are attracted to this person, you are attracted to the person how he is and how he comes. So why change those little things? You got to be able to, you got to give a little in order to get a little. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. But it's like now, and this is that was a good, like, because nowadays, a girl, okay, this goes back to our grandparents, right? Back in their days, if they were married and, you know, a guy was to, you know, step out of his relationship a little, they feel like, well, I took vows, I married him, I have to work it out. But now, you won't find a girl that's gonna do that.
No.
She's at the minute, the second, and even, I'm not gonna even say that it's the girls. Guys alike, it goes both ways. There's no double standards here.
Right.
The minute something gets hard, they're looking for somebody else, and it shouldn't be like that. That's not love, and how can you love some? And that's another thing. People get into relationships and they already love each. I'm not saying that you don't have the amount of time you be with somebody. You don't have to. It doesn't matter how much you love them. You know what? I could be with somebody for 7 years and be with somebody for 7 months and mean more to me.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, because
but it's like sometimes it's like when you're watching one girl get into constant relationships where she loves somebody, now you're second guessing, like, you don't love them. You're just looking for the love that you think that you want. Right. But love, it comes on its own. You can't go looking for it.
Right. Just because you're saying I love you doesn't only mean that's the only way you can show each other that you love
each other. Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, don't think that just because you're telling me every day, oh, I love you, that's how I feel that you feel.
Right. You have to show me that you love me.
And that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, you gotta buy me roses every time we come home from work, or you gotta cook me dinner in the morning, cook me breakfast in the morning, serve me breakfast in bed. Right. I'm not saying that. Tell me I'm beautiful when I feel like I'm looking like shit. Even if I got, like, my hair's all discombobulated and my teeth ain't even brushed, but you still telling me,
you love me.
You
cute.
Like,
I'm beautiful.
You cute.
That's how I love you. No, disregard that, but yeah.
Just texting me throughout the day telling me, yo, babe, like, you good? Or telling me, like, you know I'm not saying you're supposed to text your girl 25 million times every second of every day. I'm saying, I know that my boyfriend's gonna be at work and doing his little thing, and I'm gonna be doing my thing. We're gonna have busy moments, so I don't expect you to text me every day, but the moment you get a chance where you got some downtime, I feel like you should text me and be like, hey babe, I know we haven't talked all day today, but how was your day? I hope everything is well. Keep doing your shit. You're beautiful. Like, have a nice day, you know, like,
just little shit, like, I know what you mean. It's like the little, it could be as simple as I'm sleeping and you cover me with a blanket. That's showing me that you care, because I'm cold.
If you see, like, we go out and I low-key get drunk, hold my hair while I throw up, like,
or
make sure you take care of me, like,
or it could be like you had a long day at work, But you know when you get home, you gotta wash clothes. You get home and your boyfriend is like, babe, look, I washed the clothes. I'm gonna go chill with my niggas. You like, damn, this nigga loves me. Like,
right.
It's
right.
because it's so, he thought about you. You was at work all day, long day of work. And he took the initiative to wash the clothes so that you could be good when you get home.
Right, right. Or it's like if he sees, like, I've been working hard and I've been grinding. You know, money's a little bit tight, but the moment he get a little extra,
right.
and he sees, you know, I'm used to getting my nails done and my hair done and my eyebrows done, and I'm looking all types of chalk because I'm grinding.
Right, you don't have time for yourself. There's
right.
no moment in between.
And he goes and he gives me, yo, babe, like, you should go get your nails done. Here you go, like,
right. Here's a little something for you to get your nails done.
Get your nails done, babe.
Right.
Go take care of yourself. Have a spa day. You know,
It's little things like that.
Where he's able to tell me the truth even if I'm not ready to hear it. That means our communication gotta be A1. Because, right. I mean, if I'm wearing some leggings and I ain't all looking all to apart, do not let me leave this house looking all types of crazy. Be like, yo, babe, either we start doing these squats today or you need to change. Like,
right.
Or if you feel like, yo, babe, I feel like, you know, you getting a little bit on the heavy side. Like, let's go to the gym. Like, let's go to the gym. I'm all for it. Another thing is being able to be big ass kids with one another, but still being able to bring something to the table in a business aspect. So it's like, yes, we're childish together, and yes, we have our little goofy moments, and we could dance around the house, and I have a headband on with some thigh-high socks, and it's like,
I got a toothpaste stain on my shirt from this morning when I brushed my teeth, like.
Right, and me and him, we just chilling. He looked like he done got shot up because all the holes in his shirt, but we just chilling, like, we vibing, and
right.
Like, let's be childish. Let's be able to be ourselves with one another. But when it's time to be serious, you can be serious.
Like, exactly. That.
But
it's true. But I will speak on one thing. A lot of people expect for everything to be perfect. So it's like they'll get into a relationship with a guy and expect for him to just be a billionaire and not. They don't want no broke nigga, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect to be with somebody and not be there at their lowest point. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at some point in their life, somebody is going to be at a lowest point. You could date a millionaire, and it will be a time where y'all together that he will be at his lowest point. Because we are all human and we all have low points.
Everything goes and comes.
Exactly.
That's revolving and that's learning. If you, like I said, if you're not learning every second out of every day, you're not living. But yeah, that was our topic.
Yes.
It's a pretty long one.
So we hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to do the shout outs now. I don't think we did it. Did we do it?
No, we didn't do it.
So we're going to do the shout outs now.
Shout outs goes to, drumroll please, Llama Girl.
Shout out to you.
She said, I like the intro and love that challenge. Thanks. You see, we're getting up there. We're starting to edit. We're learning. We're learning.
It's a process. But like we said, you have to be able to build with somebody. And this is y'all building with us.
Another person, our next shout out goes to Ayo King Sean.
Yes.
Shout out
to you, Sean. You know who you is.
Jessica. Shout outs to you. Love you too.
We love all you guys. Like,
word.
We just want to thank y'all for, viewing.
We love all those that love us.
Right. No, it's okay. I love the people that
haven't got the chance to know us yet.
Yeah. Too. Because at the end of the day, we're not gonna get nowhere in this world if we don't love one another.
Word.
Just goes to the little. It says, one people, one world, one love.
Cute. Digging it, loving it.
So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And vlogs are gonna be coming really, really soon. But
yeah,
maybe I might not vlog like at the moment because my day is repetitive because I'm injured. So when I actually start, like,
you should film like a how to get ready with me injured series.
That would be this long.
Honey,
So
look brolic as hell.
that's bothering me with my elbow. Brolic
Yo,
ass
you
elbow.
think your arm is gonna be like white? Let's have predictions, guys. Like, how do you think her arm is gonna look?
So let's get this video
Petty
to
Betty.
15 likes.
You're Petty Betty, right?
Yeah, and she's Messy Maya.
Oh.
If you are a new subscriber,
I
welcome.
hope you liked it. I hope you like us.
Yes.
Ow.
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 Bye.
All right, we dancing it out.
All right, ready?